Chair, to go over the issues and then listen to whatever clarifications they would need over time. There's no problem. I think we've had a very good working relationship with the Office of the Auditor General. Of course, we understand the cycle we're in of audit as well and the load that they might have. But in terms of what could have been done between those 2 days, Chair, we are willing to follow the guidance of the committee, because these are issues we've gone through with them, even on our financial audit. We're ready to tackle. And would be happy, even given our responses, to hear they can give their responses even later. Because the essence of it, Chair, I believe, is to strengthen the systems. And so we're willing to be guided by the committee on how to go about it.
Let me hear from Vice Chair, then Senator Onyonka.
Governor, I thought what you're answering is not in order. Office of the Auditor General. This is despite that your people did not supply documents in time as per Section 62 of the Public Audit Act. So it means if your people, and I think, Chair, at some point the receiver of revenue must go on oath, if they had supplied documentation in time before, we would not be here where we are at the moment. We agree with you. You have given us a proper explanation on the timeline, which I agree it was on a weekend and outside the working hours. But on the issue of responses, these matters were raised under the letter of management that you normally get before the auditor closes its auditing cycling period. So I think, Chair, in as much as the auditor cannot have the IT person system to be system audit, I think there are other factors on the functionality of the revenue system that you should look at as we wait for the auditor to go through the auditing of the system in itself.
Thank you. Senator Onyonka.
Thank you, Chair. Governor, the confusion and problem I have is that the OAG has actually told us that this document, even when you presented it, number one, they haven't had time to look at it. That's number one. Number two, if you look at these pages, the spreadsheet and all the financials that are here, the OAG has also said they cannot verify whether those figures are correct or not. Why? Because there's a way on how they retrieve this information themselves using their own technical experts. So the question becomes, what then do we interrogate with this if we continue? My argument is it's going to be a challenge to me.
Chair, I forgot something, maybe so that I allow my colleagues to intervene. You know, the fact that there has been signed on this document, it has not been certified. So there is no ownership, because when you look at the understatement of more than 107 billion in terms of receiver of revenue under that financially under consideration, the authentication of this document is not there, so, or certified of the same by ownership of an individual of the document, because this is just a computer printout. So I agree that the IT should do proper auditing so that we can all to these responses based on the understatement of more than 107 billion in the revenue under that consideration of that year. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, members, since this is a substantive matter that we need to address before we proceed, let me get your comments and then we give up.